This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen could be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. First down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. This time it's complete.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to field it. And the returner is brought down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. He'll take a deep shot. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, tied. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? Fighting him off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, just a beautiful hole here opened up by this offensive line. And, Chris, the more I watch this Texas running back, the more I'm starting to really appreciate things like his vision and instincts as a ball carrier. You know he's got that combination of power and speed. But you start to watch him run this football, you can see why defensive coordinators around the country are very nervous when they have to go up against him.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the catch downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down. That's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Important second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
The back's got it. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He's looking deep here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2 backs now flanking the quarterback. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Catch made on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw yet again. Bringing pressure. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Bama. Now here comes the point after attempt. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. And they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Longhorns offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Handoff to the back. Finds room at the 30. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's complete downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escapes the sack. And the junior gets home making a sack there.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? The pass rush closing in. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And that's a solid return after the interception.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
It's a shotgun run call. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. They'll try a pass here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Receiver makes the catch. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Alabama. Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Quick throw over the middle. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch is made down the middle. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with 1st and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. the Alabama offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, try to create. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Try to pick up the third and short through the air. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense. And now the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Nicholson. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. On a tight game like this, you're on the road, why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking for his big tight end. Caught near the goal line. Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Longhorns are looking to keep this drive going. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas. And they'll set up with PAT.
Number 0 in the end zone.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there.
The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule to catch, a big gainer.
A nice throw and a great...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. First down and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he throws his third interception of the day. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. On first down, it's play action. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And now the running back's got it again. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. Second down after that previous play. There's the handoff. And now the defense able to bring him down. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Running back with the football. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Longhorns will look to convert here on fourth down. Direct snap to the back. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past midfield. They stop him, but it's a first down.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Enough for a first down at the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. Play action fake, looking to throw. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's got it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
He's going to try to return the punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances. This guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down and goal. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Third and goal, looking to throw for him. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down. So it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make a play. Good coverage that time. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this drive. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Empty set now, 5 wide. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the right side. Puts into space at the 50. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He breaks free. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down though.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Here's the handoff. They test the middle to get stuffed. That one goes nowhere. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays. Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment for this important play. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Still no answer for this offense.
What a job by this offense. They worked the ball down the field into the end zone to tie this game up. And with under 2 minutes to go, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
The extra point up and good. They're in front now with time running out. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Nicholson.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
High completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, tied. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. Texas offense comes back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll run it from the gun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small.